I can clean my house in take 2 hours to clean my house, and they can trash it in 5 minutes. And before the surgery, they were not that active. So even though I get tired cleaning up after them, I'm so happy that they're they're very active now.
These two active babies Bianca Domingo refers to are now fast asleep, missing out on their television debut of how they experienced a medical procedure that saved both of their lives. Josiah and Leah are 1-year-old twins.
Leah is the boss. She's very bossy, but she's such a loving baby. And Josiah, he's just active and very playful. But both of them are sweet babies.
Whether fraternal or identical, the bond shared as twins can only be understood if you are one. But this pair of fraternal twins, Josiah and Leah, had a connection much deeper than their genetic ties. They were connected from the heart. Their mother would learn how serious this was when she discovered that her son was born with holes in his heart.
So I went to the appointment at the Lions Club, and I took Josiah first. And the doctor asked me why did I have Josiah at 33 weeks. Then I had explained to him that they were twins, and sometimes twins don't go the full term.
And he said, hold on, you have twins? And she said, yes. And he said, could you please go home and bring the baby girl? And she said, why? And he said, because it's frequent that if you have a pair of twins and one has a congenital heart defect, the other one might too. So she actually went back for the baby girl, brought the baby girl to the clinic, and we saw the baby girl.
1 in every 100 children is born with a form of congenital defect, and heart disease is the most prevalent of them. While there are numerous theories as to what causes the medical condition, unattended cases can quickly become fatal. Yvette Burks is the chairperson of Gift of Life Belize, an initiative of the Belize Rotary Club.
And in developed countries, many of those cases are rushed into surgery if it's urgent, or they're watched until they're the size where the surgery is best, and that surgery is done, no questions asked. In our country, the average child, if it's something that needs surgical intervention, would live until they die, simply because they were born in the wrong geographical location. And we at the Rotary Club of Belize's Gift of Life Belize believe that every child deserves a chance for a happy and healthy future. And that is our objective.
Gift of Life Belize has provided cardiac diagnosis and support to children from birth to 18 for over 4 decades. Since 1977, Gift of Life Belize has done surgeries for more than 500 minors. This year alone, the project has provided over $4 million worth of care to the pediatric population affected by congenital heart defects.
There are very few conditions that we cannot help, that's beyond help, and those are so sad, but there are so many conditions that we can help. And the specialist that we bring in is able to tell us exactly what's wrong with the child and whether or not surgery or some kind of procedure will be able to correct the problem, and helps us to prioritize that list. And we're able to partner through our network, and it's quite extensive at this stage, to get the children the care that they need surgically, either here in Belize now at the Cat Lab, because we also bring in our cardiologists to do corrective procedures here at the Cat Lab.
This year, Bianca Domingo was one of those parents who got aid for her 2 babies, Josiah in Belize and Leah in Texas.
2 of Josiah hole closed a couple months after, but the PDA was still open. Her PDA was still open as well. A few months after, I believe a few months after that, a doctor came in from the United States, and they did a procedure at the Carl Hushner in the Cat Lab on both of them. However, it worked on Josiah, but it did not work on Leah.
Yes, he was able to get his closed hair. This was in February. And they went in to do layers, and they did the procedure as far as they could. But when they did her measurements, it turned out that she had, for lack of a better term, kind of a strange entrance to where they needed to place the little device that would have closed that hole. That made it a dangerous procedure to attempt here in Belize.
Basically, they assist me with almost everything. Where to stay with a host family, and the surgery and the hospital, and they are actually connected to another group in Texas that is called Heart Gift. So they work together in aiding families that need assistance with these kind of situations.
Rotary's Gift of Life program is essential for patients in need. While Belize is slowly expanding its medical resources, severe heart defects often require multiple surgeries, lifelong medications, and preventative measures to maintain heart function and overall health. For some, a heart transplant is their only hope.
We have worked very hard to foster these relationships, which can afford our children to have their gift of life-saving surgery so that they can come back to Belize and live happy, healthy, and productive lives.
Domingo recognizes that had she not accessed the service, her twins may have been living very different lives, and her family may have been 2 members short.
I don't believe they would have made it to 2 years old. So it's really hard. They really saved their life, you know.
The twins' progress will be monitored over the next 5 years, and they are expected to go on to live normal lives. Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabrina Daly.